Singer-songwriter Tim Reid is a quiet achiever. Having already performed on stage with Crowded House, it seems there's not much this young man can't do. Now, he was rehearsing for a live gig when we gave him the good news. Come on. Tim! Congratulations, you made it on Starstruck.
All right. Listen to me, I'm the idle talker.
He's, I guess, almost an ethereal quality where he's sort of looking above the audience. He's just performing to himself. He's not a loud or a boisterous or a rock and roll leather type of performer.
Riddled with thoughts that I'll never get right.
Straight out at the front is camera 2, which is the one.
The reason I wanted to be on the show is just to play my songs to lots of people. I think as a musician and a songwriter, that's the real deal.
When you write your songs, how do you go about the writing process? Do the lyrics come first? Does the melody enter your head?
I'll start off with a little musical piece and then just some lyrics will come into play and I'll sort of base the whole song around one line. A lot of the time my songs are coming from me, and a lot of the time I'm inspired by situations people are in, and the world just fascinates me. And as far as fame or stardom, I mean, who knows? It's just important to be playing music.
Paper mache and a penchant for the obvious, making models of a world that looks ridiculous, bending eyes toward the fancy people's ignorance. You won't go now, you're far too safe and sound in a world that's made for two. The city you were built for her, but they left when the bassinet and baby came between you. Spending more time at the office seems the only thing to do. You won't go now, you're far too safe and sound in a world that's made for two. You won't go now, you're far too safe and sound in a world that's made for two. Not the picture that you dreamt about inside your head, and not the lover you thought you'd be sleeping next to in bed, and not the life that you signed on for, it's a counterfeit instead. You won't go now, you're far too safe and sound in a world that's made for two. You won't go now, you're far too safe and sound in a world that's made for two. You won't go now, you're far too safe and sound in a world that's made for two. You won't go now.
You are truly gifted song. That was your song?
Yes.
What was that called?
World That's Made for Two.
Well, of course, where do you normally perform?
Usually in pubs or clubs or bars, yeah.
Right, and in Melbourne, or can they see you in Sydney?
Yeah,
or
in Melbourne. Melbourne, around St Kilda or around the Traps. Yeah, Carlton.
Keep an eye out for him. We'll go to our judges, Ali.
Tim, I listened to several of your songs earlier before the show, and I really, really like your stuff. I think you're a fabulous songwriter. In the blurb I've got on you, it says that you sort of consider yourself, or you prefer to think of yourself more as a songwriter than a performer.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah? But do you want to do the performing thing?
I like
or?
it because it's the direct, you know, from the songwriter to the music, and it's a really direct message that you can kind of put forth.
I think your songs are great. I really like your voice, and good luck.
Thank you, Ali. Ross?
Tim, I just want to talk about the song, because that is a very, very, very good song. There's a definite Crowded House, Neil Finn influence in your writing. Not just that song, but some others we heard earlier. I mean, that's a good start, but I think you need to develop the Tim Reid sound. I mean, I think you could probably approach a publisher now. Your songs are that good that you should be able to get a publishing deal. And a publishing deal means money, and it means time for you to go away and really, really develop your songwriting. But I think that's got to be your goal now, to really develop your own sound in writing.
Great. Mark?
Yeah, I think you're one of those wonderful, unusual souls, a pure musician, a poet.
Thanks a lot.
Gentle, quiet performance. I'm not going to comment on the performance because I don't think that's the essence of what you are about. I think you're an extremely special person. I think we're going to hear an enormous amount about your songs and the other things you're going to produce.
Hear, hear. Thank you, judges. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim Reid. We've got the judges' decision right after the break.
Tell us how it was.
It was good. Yeah, it was good fun. Sing and play my music for people.
Welcome back. Ross, it was a very interesting night.
Very interesting, Jay, and it was a very interesting decision. I mean, we say it every week. It is very difficult, and it was extremely difficult tonight.
Do you guys, in the room itself, do you scream and shout at each other?
Mark and I have the odd word, but no, generally we concur.
Well, you've got the decision in your head. We're going to have a look back at tonight's performances. Well, I'm actually waiting with bated breath. Ross, who has won tonight?
Tonight we've given it to Tim Reid.
Congratulations to all of tonight's acts. I will see you next week. Good night.
See the next presentation of Starstruck on Sunday week in the afternoon at 4:30. Next on 9, one man's quest to rebuild civilization in a world all but destroyed. Kevin Costner stars in our Saturday movie premiere, The Postman.
starstruck cast and crew choose to fly with Qantas.